What is going on, TCA family? Today, we have a very special guest with us, one of our Rockstar students, Coach Jason. Yes, I said coach as well. He's doing some amazing things. This guy was able to start in our program and actually quit his job within 3 months of starting his mobile home investing journey, guys. You guys have a special guest with a lot of gems in today's show.
Yeah, so today we're actually going to go into his experience, especially when he was first getting started, because I know it wasn't an easy journey for him to just jump out there and get all those deals done. Since then, he's been able to do over 12 mobile home flips, and he's only been in the business for 9 months. So we're so excited to share his journey with you and just share some of those mindset tips that he has to really accelerate his business. But before we get started, you guys know what's up.
You know what the drill
You
is.
already know what's up. Go ahead and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel, and give us a like, of course, to this video. Make sure you're enjoying it, you're getting value, you let us know in the comments below too. So without further ado, let's bring on Mr. Jason. Hey,
What's
man.
going on? What's going on, Coach? How's it going?
Hello, guys. How y'all doing?
Doing
Man,
good.
too blessed to be stressed, man. How you doing?
Man, same here, man. Blessed, brother. Blessed.
Man, it is an honor to have you here. I know we had, a video we did a few months ago and just had a bunch of errors with the audio. So I'm just glad you're able to come live and direct. And if you guys are new to the channel, let us know where you are coming in from through the comments below. We always like to know where our subscribers and where our just our new audience is subscribing from. So let us know, just comment below.
Absolutely. So we're so excited to get into your journey, Jason. You have been such a pillar member of our community. I remember from the beginning, you've always shared your journey. You've been sharing lessons and tips as you are learning this process. But what has been one of the best benefits of being a part of Trailer Cash Academy with you so far?
Just networking with the other members of the community, the family, we call it, because we are a family, and just sharing each other's knowledges, bumping experiences off of ech other, and just really taking what you guys put out there and moving forward with it, because it works, That's just plain and simple. It works. So
yep, it works, but you have to work, and you've been putting in that work. So.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Every what they say, that every road to success goes through hard work boulevard. So it's you definitely got to get out there and grind in the beginning.
I love it. Hard work boulevard. I never heard that one before.
Now, man, we always talk about, what you've been able to accomplish. We talk about the deals. We talk about the profits you're able to have, on those opportunities. But we all know that it's not just that easy. Usually the profit is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot of hard work it takes before then. But for you and a lot of students, it usually takes a couple months just to get yourself out in the field, kind of get over some of that head trash and actually get to putting the boots on the ground. For us, it took us about 3 months to close our first deal. I want to know, your first 60 days. What was that like, man? What was some of the head trash you were dealing with just starting out in this new journey?
Well, to be honest, I was like, I can't believe I gave my money, because I don't, thinking it was just another gimmick I had failed for or something like that, And then, I just really had to ask myself, what am I doing am I really dialed in, And on the other side, I had a 9 to 5, and I'm in a cubicle all day. So it's just, and then seeing the deals, the other people that have been in the program, seeing the deals, I'm like, am I going to catch a, mobile home for sale for the right price? And just that head trash, man, it was in there, the doubt, and it gets to you, it's real, and it gets to you. And, after about, I would say almost 60-day mark, I finally landed my first deal around December.
I love it. So you had to battle all of that head trash. And I know we've all been there. You make an investment, you believe in something. And then when you do make that investment, you got the butterflies. You're like, what did I do? Did I make the right decision?
They call that buyer's remorse.
Remorse. You just all that doubt and that head trash come in. So once you signed up and you actually went through all of our course and all of our program, what was going through your head at that moment? Like, okay, I've got the information. So now what?
At that moment, for some reason, the marketing piece just kind of stuck in my head, and I just wasn't expanding it, and I was looking at one area of marketing, and and it especially being at a 9 to 5, all I have access to is the internet at a computer desk. So and that was it. And I was like, well, I'm never going to get a deal. You know, just kept telling myself I'm never going to get a deal this way. But I kept trying and I stuck with it, man. So that was what I was going through, battling in my
Wow.
yeah.
Now, we talk a lot about this. We talk about the head trash. We talk about some of the stories that we tell ourselves, and we actually believe these stories. And, you know, that fear and that head trash, it just bottles you up to the point where you're just not getting out there taking action. So I want to know, you know, what are some of the habits that you established early on that helped you conquer this head trash that you had?
Well, what I ended up doing, I ended up going back through the course again a second time because being in that cubicle is not what I envisioned. I realized I missed something, and then I started marketing a different way, and then everything it started rolling, man. Every piece by piece of what you guys coach, everything started coming together, and I started seeing that big picture.
Yeah, I think with you, we talk about this on our calls. It's like not getting addicted to just one form of marketing and not being afraid to expand out of that service area. So you started to do that. You started to get out in the field. You're expanding your marketing. You're getting out in different areas. What are some of the other habits that you did? Were you getting up earlier? Were you going to sleep later? Like, what were some of those daily habits that you were doing each day to find success?
It was a 7-day grind. I was grinding 7 days a week. On I think it was Friday nights. Me and my little brother would go out and do some marketing. Then we'll wake back up early in the morning on Saturday before before people start getting on the road and stuff, and we're out there doing what we do. So I just started doing that, and I made it a habit, and I did it probably for about 3 or 4 months straight, and things just picking up tremendously for me.
I love it. I love it. It takes that hustle. You had to put the hustle hat on. Like, we're going to get this done outside the 9 to 5, whatever we need to do, we're going to make it happen. So let's just touch on your first deal really briefly. So I know you got that done within your first 60 days after you went through you had to go through the course a couple times, and then it set in, you found that first deal. Can you tell us a little bit about that deal and what was going on in your mind after? How did you feel after getting that first deal done?
Well, I was doing one form of marketing, and the old one that I tried to get away from, and I actually I actually was able to make some movement on it, and the guy he wanted to move quick. His father had passed away, and he needed to sell his mobile home to pay for the funeral, and that's in here in Texas, that's a whole nother situation in itself, and you have to provide so many different documents that I had no clue about. But my thing was that, I wanted to help this family as quick as possible. And I was able to bring some value to them and sell their home pretty quick.
I love it.
So you were able to get this deal done. You had the knowledge from the mobile home investing side, but we always say every state is different. There's going to have to be some time that you spend just getting to know the rules and regulations for your state. How much time were you dedicating to that? And then what was something that you experienced or something that you learned about your specific state of Texas that you didn't even learn from the modules?
That here, they have a form it's called the affidavit of inheritance or something to that nature. And I actually had to call, the state and just have them explain to me how that form works, how it goes, what all do I need to send with it, and they, death certificate and a couple other things that has to go along up with the application for the title. So just different things of that nature that you can't learn from the course because every state is different, and you just got to get in there and dig in and into your state and see what the requirements are with them.
Yeah, it takes that. And that's part of becoming that market expert and really learning your area and bringing more value to your clients as you're doing more deals. So on that first deal, how much did you profit on your very first deal? And what did how did you feel after you got that check? Like, what was going through your mind?
So I closed that deal within like 5 days, which was like for me, and I made $3,000, and that was just unreal. I was a believer after that, you know, making that 3,000. And it felt good. It felt real good because you feel like your work, you know, the hard work you put in had paid off. So, and that's basically what it was, you know.
I love it. I mean, if you guys have questions, I know we're grilling Jason right now. We're like, let's talk about this. Definitely drop them in the chat. We want to hear what questions that you guys have. He's got a wealth of experience, and he's been in the business for 9 months, being successful doing this full time. So you definitely want to ask him some questions.
If you are getting value so far, if you're liking this video, go ahead and hit the like button. I want to get into some of these comments as well. You know how we like to interact. Again, bring your questions through. We always like to see who's coming in as well. We got Jacksonville, Florida in here, Charlotte, North Carolina. Trying to see if we got anybody from Texas.
All right, right
H-Town.
there.
Oh, what's up, Lance?
What up,
Lance?
Lance?
Going on? Jason, my man Jason in the house, beast mode.
Yeah, Jason Goley, they are partners in crime, man, on our beginners coaching call. Jason Goley is also a coach with us. So thanks for joining, Jason. We appreciate the support.
Maryland, Indianapolis, Louisville, Florida, Jacksonville. Who else we got up in here? Good Black Live, absolutely.
Right.
Nubian, Alabama. Let's see. If you want to invest in mobile homes, then just do it. Went through the program, and I just quit my full-time job to do it full-time. Chris,
right, Chris.
Yeah, congratulations,
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I remember talking to Chris about that when we first
you guys have been
joined the
dedicated
program.
to this show. You've probably seen Chris's video on here as well. He's doing some amazing things out there in Tennessee.
Full
time.
Congratulations. That's a huge milestone, Chris. We're really proud of you.
Absolutely. Phoenix, Arizona in here, New Jersey, Atlanta. Oh, Coach Boyd.
My man.
Coach Boyd, Coach Jason, what's going on? I'm tapped in. Who else we got in here? Mississippi. Let's see. Chris F., welcome to entrepreneurship.
This is a journey. But man, you've been working hard since you joined the program, so you definitely deserve it. Congratulations.
Here's a great question right here, man. T wants to know, did you need any money down on that particular deal?
No, that's the beauty of it. For me, anyway. You don't need any money to start this journey, you know. And if you're on the fence about joining TCA, don't be. You know, the program works. You don't need any money to start. I don't think I didn't put only money I put in is when I bought a home, and that was probably after 6 months of joining the course. Other than that, it was just, you know, following the course. So, you know, it's you don't need any money.
It's crazy. We talk about this all the time, especially, you know, on our calls with our students. And, you know, we get these questions like, hey, you know, what if they want to stay in the retail market? You know, what if they don't want to stay in the wholesale market? What if I'm finding homes for $50,000, $60,000, $70,000? And we say it all the time. If you're finding those homes, you're finding a home for $50,000. Let's see if the market value for that home is around $60,000 or $65,000. We always say there's got to be some meat on the bones there. If there's meat on the bones, we can still bring value to that client. We can still serve them. We can get paid without using our money. And you and Coach Gully, you guys do that night and day. I think Coach Boyd called you guys the wholesale guys. Now, do you have any plans to do any type of, you know, fix and flips, any type of buy and holds to get that cash flow coming in?
Yeah, I do. I definitely want to get into that. Wholesale is what I like. You know, that's my favorite cup of Kool-Aid. I have an appointment after this. This guy want to give his home away, so I'm trying to see if this is gonna be my first fix and flip. And I also got another lady who wants to meet with me on Saturday. Same scenario. The home's been vacant for, I think, a year. Wow. And so it's gonna be some value there.
I love it. Always, man. You have been hustling, especially the past few weeks. I know your phone has been blowing up. You've been getting a ton of opportunities. So kudos to you for just getting out there and just continuing to grow your business. It's super exciting.
We'll get into a couple more of these questions here as well. We got some people coming in as well from Texas. We got Alan Jones coming in Texas. I think I saw one other person, Ben Ashburn. He's another one of our Accelerator students. What's up, Ben? Welcome in, my friend. Appreciate you joining. Coach Boyd says, do you feel competition with yourself and Jason Gully for the top king of Texas wholesale spot? That's a great question right there.
It's it's I don't feel I feel competition. If it's competition, it's with myself. You know, if I lose, I have to look in the mirror and ask myself, what am I not doing? It's enough homes out here for everybody to eat. I'm not in competition with JG or any other the guys that's in South Texas or in my surrounding areas. I battle with myself if I battle with anybody.
I love it. I love it. It's all about you against you versus you focusing on other people and really looking at how you can collaborate over compete with them. I know we preach that all the time. So same mindset.
He's got the same mindset. Coach Gully says Sessions is the wholesale monster.
Yeah.
So I want to get back into your journey. We'll get back into these questions, guys. So be sure to write your comments in, bring your questions in. We'll make sure to answer them. As always, if you guys are getting value, hit that like button for us, man. Jason, up to this point in your journey, man, like I want to know what's the biggest thing you learned about yourself, and then what is your biggest milestone that you've achieved so far?
What I've learned about myself is I have my motor is unstoppable. I don't know if you can see the picture behind me, but that's my why. So, and my biggest milestone, I would say, is just not feeling like it's been a change for me since I left my job. I still feel like we're still living the same lifestyle, and that's for me, that's what it was all about. And on my own time, being free from the 9 to 5 and being able to wake up and make breakfast for my kids and start my day whenever I schedule my day. So for me, that's total freedom, and that's the start to building wealth. And that's what I'm all about now.
That's what we talk about, man. We're talking about creating freedom, and the money is great, but you can make money, you can lose money, but you can't replace that time. And when I hear things you're saying things like, hey, I can wake up, I can, make breakfast for my kids, I can experience life with my kids. I can't really see the picture too well, but I'm guessing that's a picture of you and your family, right?
Yes, that's me and my family. Yep.
Aww,
and that time is what you can't get back. So that's what we're fighting for. And we always say, when you have that why, on your forefront, you keep that screenshot of them, on your phone close by. That's what's going to get you through, any of the obstacles that come along the way, man.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. Keeping your why focused and living the lifestyle that you want to live, controlling your time, owning your time. That's what this is all about. And so I know, you decided to take that leap of faith and leave your 9 to 5 really early in your journey. You were only maybe 3 months into the business. What gave you the confidence to say, hey, you know what? I believe in myself. I believe in this business. I'm going to jump in and take this leap of faith.
That's a scary thing to do, man. You're burning the boat when you're actually taking that leap of faith.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Especially
it's not the easiest.
so brand new into this.
Right. Well, like I said, I got my first deal at the end of December, and then I'm gonna just say January blew up, and I was able to make a significant amount of money in January and close. I think I did like 3 or 4 deals in January, and it was I was sold, and I just needed a little reason to take off, from my 9 to 5, and I just made it was a leap of faith. A lot of people questioned it around me, but I try not to listen to that outside noise. So,
man, I'm gonna tell you like this. I saw you shining. I saw the posts you were making in the group. I was paying attention. Trust us, we see all the posts that go on, and we see who's actually engaged and putting in the work. You put in so much work that we said, hey, as soon as we come across an opportunity in Texas, we're going to partner with you. And we finally came across the right opportunity. Jasmine and John Means and yourself were able to partner on a deal. Can you go into that opportunity right quick?
Yes, sir. Jasmine sent me an email about an opportunity and talked to you guys about it. And she sent me everything I needed to go take care of the job. And went over there, looked at the house, and pretty much, did what the training, taught me to do, and purchased a house. We ended up getting it for, can I say the price?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we ended up getting that home for like $1,000, and kudos to Jasmine for that. And then I told her what I thought we can get for it, and I thought we can get 7,000, but we ended up getting 6,000 for it. Like I think 6 or 7 days later, and we closed that deal pretty fast.
Blessings. Blessings.
Great blessings, man. Great blessings. It was too easy. Not to have a big head about it, but Jasmine just laid everything out there for me, on an open platter, man. And she started
everybody just played their part.
Right. Everybody played their part. Exactly.
Yeah, I love it. And it was amazing to see how quickly that was done. At that point, we were like, Jason's the man. We throwing it to Jason every single time when we get an opportunity out in San Antonio.
So we'll hop back into a few of these comments here. Let's see what we got going on. Let me see. Any questions? Bring on the questions. Here we go. Tony says that's called wealth. Wealth equals freehold. Absolutely.
Freedom. I think we got it. Freedom. Coach Boyd, what does a day in the life look like for a full-time mobile home investor?
It's busy, man. I mean, because your mind, when you're dialed in, we're always thinking about what can we do better, So when I wake up and everybody's still asleep, I'm on my phone, lurking for deals. Then when I'm 10 toes flat on the ground, man, it's like I come downstairs and I'm on my computer, looking for emails from other forms of marketing or other kind of relationships I've made with investors or whatnot, to see if they've sent me any leads or anything. It's always on my mind, and it's always going, man. So it's on my time. Like if I want to stop, at a certain point I can stop. But it's I just keep going, and that's it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw in an additional question here. Since you've been going at this full time, what's the biggest challenge that you've faced in your journey as a full-time investor?
It's time. I'm gonna be honest. It's time. Because every deal requires paperwork, and the paperwork part, it can take a good part of your day. And when you're in a big city like I am, traveling, it takes your time. So that's that. I would say that's the biggest part. The paperwork side is big, and I really don't like doing it. So that's something I'm looking into outsourcing in my business.
Yeah, that's the key. As a business owner, whatever you don't like to do, that's what you have to get rid of first. You have to make a list of, I don't like these things.
Delegate it.
Let me get these off my plate. Somebody loves doing paperwork. You might not believe it, but somebody will absolutely love doing the paperwork that you have. Yeah. You just have to find that person.
We say delegate it or eliminate it. So appreciate that. What's the best way to contact the park manager? I'm guessing they're asking right now because obviously COVID is going on. Some of the parks are closed. So you can't necessarily get in there in person. But I'll let you take that away, Jason.
The best way is if the park is closed, just continue to call, ring their phone up and leave voicemails. Also, what you can do is leave your business card, drop it in the rent box. It's a lot of different ways you can reach out. Go if they're there, you see a car parked outside, knock on the door. That's what I did earlier this afternoon. The door was locked. They had their signs talking about COVID. And they came to the door, So you just have to keep bugging them until they pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Right the door.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the key. If you do not knock, you will get no answer. You got to make some noise.
Got to be a pest.
Yeah.
Got to be a pest. What would you consider the easiest deal for a newcomer?
I would say, it depends. It depends if you can come across a really cheap mobile home that you can afford to buy. And if your market, if you can sell it at a higher price, I consider that easy. Or you could wholesale. I probably would say wholesale because I'm a wholesale guy.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. We would recommend wholesaling for any newbie starting out. We're all about building that revenue as fast as possible. We love our cash flow deals. We love fix and flip opportunities. But in the beginning, when you're starting out on your journey, it's all about building up your revenue in your business as soon as possible so that, you can, utilize the business funds versus utilizing your own hard-earned money when you're just starting out. So we'll get into one more question and then we'll come back after we get into more with Jason. So, hey, how do you introduce yourself to the park manager?
I say, hello, my name is Jason. How you doing? And, no, they're just people, it's no code to this or anything. The best way is to be yourself. And just talk to them and introduce yourself like you would to anybody else, or and just be yourself. I've had success with just doing that, being myself and not sounding like a robot, and just tell them how you can bring value to them.
Yeah, it really is. It's that simple, and it's like every person is different. Every park manager is different. So you can't be a robot. You can't go in there with the same script thinking that's going to work on everyone. It might work on one park manager, but not work on the other. So you just have to have that conversation and be genuine, be, willing to help and being able to articulate your value. That's the main thing. But at the end of the day, they're just a people. Have a conversation, see how you can help them. Absolutely. And it's that simple.
Absolutely. So we'll get back to the questions. Continue to write your questions. We'll get back to them. Now, I want to fast forward up until today, man. You are now a TCA coach within the program.
Yeah.
We reached out to you. We saw all the value that you were presenting in the group. We saw what you were doing in the field, and we're like, man, this guy, he truly cares, not just about, his own goals, his own vision, but he actually wants to see other people prevail as well. So my first question is, what made you step up and decide the time is right for you to become a coach within our program?
I like helping people, man. I know how hard that journey is starting off. And if I could help someone start theirs as quick as, quicker than I started mine, I want to be there to provide them some kind of, motivation or inspiration to get them going.
Yeah, man, we were talking about this for a while. You remember the live we were talking about? We were like, man, we need to be hyping up the first deals and introducing the first deal club. And it was like late at night. It was like 11:30, maybe midnight. Samara and I were just having a conversation. We're like, man, this is more than a first deal club. We got a lot of people in this community. There's a lot of people that are wanting to serve in this community. Our bigger vision is to actually help everyone do bigger and better deals. What if we go out and we find, mobile home on land? What if we go out there and we find parks? What about single family homes? What if we can create an opportunity where, hey, if you need funding, you can just come and throw that opportunity in the group. You need boots on ground. We're already partnering up on deals anyway. How can we make this thing bigger? And we had to say, hey, we got to get out of our own way. We can't be afraid to ask for help. And by the grace of God, man, we have some great people, including yourself, that are, like relentless servers, like serve first attitude. And, we asked you guys, and you guys literally just stepped up and said, basically, I've been waiting, let's make it happen.
Yeah, most definitely, man. It's a lot of opportunity being in this family, man. I mean, after we had that mastermind last weekend, I mean, I've talked to a few Accelerator students, and man, it's just amazing what they're out there doing. They taking this information we're giving them, and they're running with it. But we definitely got some beasts as coaches. I'm probably on the lower part of that ladder, but man,
come on, man.
we got some really, really, really good coaches. You guys did a nice selection of picking your team, and you need to be a part of it. If like I said, if you're on the fences, I mean, you have no way to go but up.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And we have been blown away with you guys as well. You guys have really stepped up. The mastermind that we did for our members last weekend.
Got to touch on that for a second.
Man, amazing. Everybody coached. Everybody had their own training topics, shared so much value. I think people walked away like hands hurting writing so much notes.
I'm actually kind of mad at you guys. You guys have kind of made me look bad with my presentation. Your presentation was so good. I was like, man, what's going on here?
Yeah. How did you like the mastermind? How was that? I know this is kind of a new role for you, stepping into training and coaching and that. How was that for you? How was that experience?
I mean, it came up pretty quick. It was like we talked about that like really pretty quick after we were selected, and it was better than I thought it was gonna go. I'll be honest with you, it was amazing. It was amazing, man. And not only did I coach, I was also there as a student, and I learned other things from other people as well. So that's the great thing about it, man. We don't know everything, and you can use other people's experiences and tactics or whatever to how they do things, and it was just really good, man. It was really good overall. It was A1.
Yeah, the cool thing I like about it, I told Samara, it's like, man, I feel like we're like a part of the Avengers. Everybody's kind of, leveraging each other's strengths and even each other's weaknesses. And we were on that mastermind just feeling like students as well. And, it was really, really cool to see everybody interact. And even when we got down to the point where we're asking people their takeaways and whatnot, like people's hands were literally hurting because they were taking so many notes. We got great feedback and gave you guys a chance to shine. On your journey, did you plan on any of this, man? Did you see this in your vision, like 12 deals in, doing this full time, becoming a coach and actually helping other people get to where you are right now?
I didn't. I was talking to Brandon the other day, like, man, look, we started chatting back in like February. I was like, man, would you have thought we was coaches and did a mastermind already by now? Like, that's ridiculous, crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Never thought of that ever. And, never thought I would. Well, I know I never thought I would have did those deals because my mindset was, since I didn't come in as an Accelerator student, and in my mind, I knew they had more access to different people than I did. So my mind was, let me out. I'm not in a competition way, but I'm about to let everybody know and see how I grind, because I've always been a strong-minded person. So, but man, I didn't know it was going to take off like it did. But I just kept going, man, and I got noticed. So.
Hey, man, you did your thing. You've been doing your thing. We're just so excited to have you on the team, especially with the new program that we're rolling out. So much more intimate. You get to know the Accelerator students even more. We love having them like really leverage your guys' experiences. You guys went through the course. We have our own experiences, but you guys actually went through the process. So being able to talk to you guys and really pick your brains has been, I think, so valuable for so many students. They absolutely love it. The feedback we've been getting has been great from you guys. So we couldn't ask for more, for real.
For sure. And we'll get back into a few of these comments. You guys know we like to try to keep this as interactive as possible. Here's a question from a dream. How many hours a day do you dedicate to your business working your 9 to 5? So when you were working your 9 to 5, how many hours were you dedicating to your mobile home investing business?
I would say probably 20 hours a week, 20 or 30 hours a week. Because I would go all day on the weekends, and when I got off, I'd do about 3 or 4 hours.
Wow. So you were like, your wife was probably like, when do I get to, where are you at?
Yeah.
How did she feel when you went full time? Was she like, yeah, let's do this? Or was she kind of like, are you sure?
I think she was kind of on the fence about it in the beginning. But now she makes that time for me to go out and do what I need to do to provide for this family. So
I love it.
Really appreciate that. Yeah.
Love the support. Love it.
Most definitely.
Cool. Ben says, have you ever thought about buying or leasing some land to use for mobile homes that must be moved?
I have thought about that. Land is so expensive around here right now. So I'm trying to. So I got an opportunity, I'm gonna say, within my family to buy some land, and that's the route I'm going as far as acquiring some land. But yeah, I mean, I wish I could, because I see a lot of guys who are able to grab mobile homes around here, take them to the land, fix them up, and then take them or sell them or whatever they do with them. And that's a big advantage to them. But so yes, to answer your question, I've thought about it, but have I done it? No.
And Ben, if I were you, I would go into the community, tap on a member. His name is Raider. His actual name is Randy, but he goes by, or I'm sorry, Rudy. He goes by Raider in the community. He's doing some amazing things, man, with mobile homes on land. Tap in. He's an open book. He's always on the Accelerator calls as well, at least a couple of times a week. So tap in and lock in with him as well. It sounds like Coach Session is really just locked in with mobile homes in parks right now. Again, building that book of business, building as much revenue as possible, and then keeping an eye out, keeping those opportunities available for the land, the mobile homes on land or just the bare land itself. So like I said, tap in with Rudy as soon as possible. So another question we got here, how do we go to the park managers and ask if they have any abandoned mobile homes?
First, you want to build that rapport with the park managers before you go straight into asking them what they can do for you. You make your pitch and tell them what kind of value you can bring for them, and then you just keep following up with them and checking on them without even asking for something. That's kind of what I do. And then when the time is right, you can ask that question. Well, I think once you built that rapport,
Yeah, this is a really great question. You really want to figure out, where can you bring the most value to that park manager? Really figure out what their problem is, and then in addition to bringing that value, we can always ask them if they have any abandoned homes, any abandoned lots. Maybe they need homes to fill those vacancies.
Yeah, you don't want to just come in and let that be the first thing that you say, because most likely they don't know you. So they're not, until you can build a little bit of trust and explain to them who you are and that you are looking to help, then you can kind of open up that conversation. So be tactical. There's a way to kind of talk to anybody that you're trying to do business with. It's not about you keep it on you and what you want. Most of the time that turns people off, and they're just not really wanting to work with someone like that.
Cool. And then how do you handle mobile homes that must be moved when the seller wants it gone as soon as possible upon purchase?
First, you just got to explain to them that that's impossible, first of all, and then you let them know why that's impossible. I mean, movers that I've dealt with anyway, they have their own processes. Then you have to get on their schedule. That could take 1 or 2 weeks. These movers are really busy, so you just kind of got to break that all down for the seller, and let them know that's kind of how it rolls.
Yeah, and these are some of our best deals. Like, why do we love these deals so much? The mobile homes on land that must be moved as soon as possible.
Yeah, the sellers are motivated, man. They're like, get this thing off my property. Most of the time, they're not really caring about how much they make on it. They're thinking, if you're not going to take it away, I might have to pay somebody to move this off my property. So they're not really, a lot of times they have a purpose for the land and why they want it gone. Maybe they're going to start building a new home, or maybe there's a reason they want it gone. And so at the end of the day, this is a huge opportunity for us because we know the value of the home, and they're really just seeing the value of you moving it or getting someone to move it off the property. So we love those deals.
For sure. And as long as you're transparent with them, we usually make sure to have a mover or a list of movers, at least within our network. Just being transparent with them, letting them know, how much time that's going to take, how much money that's going to cost, and then working out a deal that makes sense for them, and then working out a deal that makes sense for you and your buyer. Most of the time, these sellers want this home moved because they want to bring in another manufactured home on that property, or they're actually going to be looking to build a site-built home on that land. So these are our bread and butter deals. So a lot of money in these opportunities. So don't pass them up. We'll get into a couple more questions here. This is a pretty typical question. Do you need to have your dealer's license before you start the program? Samir, you want to get into this?
No, we have a video on this. Check out our channel on, about your dealer's license, our recommendations. But Jason, did you want to touch on that as far as, getting your dealer's license and have you needed it in your journey so far? What's your thoughts on that?
I don't have my dealer's license now. I'll let that rabbit out that. I don't have it now, but it's in the works. So I will tell you it's in the works. But no, you don't need it. You don't need it to get started at all.
Cool. And then we'll get into one more question here. What would you say is the average amount you spend in marketing per month?
Not much. I don't spend a whole lot. I would say maybe $50, maybe, and that's stretching it for me. But yeah, I would say probably maybe $50. It just depends on how much you're out there marketing. But my main form of marketing, it doesn't require much.
Great, love that
number. A lot of the marketing is it can be done online as well. So.
Yeah, it's all about how you use your time, the knowledge that you have, and it doesn't cost a lot to get out there and make this happen. I know in traditional real estate, we hear people spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars each month on marketing, and in mobile home investing, it really doesn't take that much. As far as when you're looking to scale it, you can spend a lot of money in marketing, but getting started doing multiple deals per month, if you have the right knowledge, you can get it done for pretty cheap.
So Coach Session, we want to know, man, if there's anybody that just started off or anyone that's looking at starting their journey, what's the best piece of advice you can give to that individual right now?
Get that head trash out of your, don't let that come in and seep into your system. Go take action. Get out there and start working. That's the biggest thing. Don't get caught up in the analysis paralysis mindset and without starting. Just go start. No one is perfect. And you just got to get going on the journey. And if you're on the fence of coming into this family, come into it. I mean, we have a lot of successful people in this group, and it's been an awesome experience. And I think Samara, you and Jay, I really appreciate everything you've done for me. I really appreciate it, man. I look up to you guys.
Aww,
man, thank you. Thank you for trusting our process. Thank you for being a servant leader. And I love that piece of advice you gave. It's like, hey, the head trash is going to be there. We say this all the time. Like, it's not, no such thing as, hey, every day I'm just not going to have any fear. We still have certain fears that we deal with this level, but we have to take imperfect action and move with that fear anyway, and just recognize the fear's there. It's okay. It's kind of like a storm, like a cloud passing by. That's how we look at it. I'm not going to say I am fearful. I'm just going to say, hey, I'm experiencing a little bit of fear. This is my challenge, and this is what I'm going to do about it, versus becoming the fear, identifying with that word fear and letting that stunt my growth. So I appreciate that, man. I saw some comments in here as well with people looking to get started. So Samara, can you kind of let them know how they can get started with us as soon as possible?
Absolutely. So we're going to leave a link right below this video. If you want to get started closing deals like Jason and being a part of the family that we have, we want to help you. So you can first start by watching our free webinar. There's a link below this video for that, where you can learn the ins and outs of what we actually do with mobile home investing, just in case you don't have the concept. And then go ahead and apply to join Trailer Cash Academy. We'll get you on a call with our team, see if it's a good fit, and welcome you into the family if it is. So do not be shy. Go ahead and take action. The links are right below this video.
And we're going to be hanging around for the next couple of hours. So if you guys have additional questions outside of this video, go ahead, just drop a comment. We'll make sure that us or our team gets to those questions as soon as possible. If you guys got value, as always, hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. And Jason, man, thank you so much for taking out time to bring value to our subscribers. Thank you so much for everything you continue to do in the community. And man, I know this is just the beginning, so I'm wishing you nothing but continued prosperity for you and your family.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Thank you guys again, man, for the opportunity, man. At first, like I said, I had the head trash, didn't believe, man, but I'm a firm believer in this program. everything you guys lay out, man. You know, as we said all the time, it's the blueprint. It's the blueprint to success if this is the avenue you want to go down. So do it, you know, be like Nike and just do it. Cause it's
Let's do it. I love it. I love it. And for anybody that's has hung out with us this whole time, I want to hear one takeaway in the comment section. You know, Jason gave us a lot of gems. He gave us a lot of information. Just one takeaway that you got from this call in the comments. We want to hear what you guys are learning, what's resonating with you from this training. But thank you guys so much for sticking it out with us. We appreciate you, Jason, and everything that you do. And you guys have a great night. Go ahead and make sure that you apply when you're ready to join.
Get that marketing out.
Have a good night, everybody.